centre bans export of remdesivir owing to increase in COVID-19 cases. $5 crore employment to be generated in the MSME sector in the coming years, says Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Proposed agitation called off by NIDA. Chief Secretary assures issue will be resolved in fast track. Along with the rest of the country, COVID vaccine drive has begun in Mizoram. And in IPL, Rajasthan Royals take on Punjab Kings in Mumbai this evening. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of Doordarshan Guwahati. This is Hongita Kakoti Pathok, and now the stories in detail. The centre has prohibited export of injection remdesivir and active pharmaceutical ingredients of remdesivir till there is an improvement in the COVID situation in the country. Union Ministry said with the recent surge in the cases, there is an increased demand for the injection as it is used in the treatment of COVID-19 patients. The ministry informed that drug inspectors and other officers have been directed to verify stocks, check their malpractices and also take other effective actions to curb hoarding and black marketing. To ramp up the production of remdesivir, the Department of Pharmaceuticals have been in contact with domestic manufacturers. Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Minister Nitin Gadkari has said that the government is taking several steps to increase the contribution of MSMEs industries in the economy, facilitating export capabilities and generation of job in the sector. He added that these steps will generate 5 crore employment in this sector. Addressing a conference, the minister said the overall contribution of the MSME sector in the economy will be enhanced to 40% from the present level of 30% in the coming years. Mr. Gadkari said e-market is the future of India and systems can be made transparent, time-bound and result-oriented through digitalization, which can take this sector to a new height.
Digitization in manufacturing process and digitalization in the government system. Everywhere it is very, very important. The most important and crucial part of is that availability of the appropriate softwares for the small scale industries and to convert them into total management into digitalized system. That is exactly we need a system by which we can make it. Presently, lot of MSMEs are using lot of different type of softwares, but I don't know whether it is appropriate or not. But it is.
The Nagaland In-Service Association NIDA has decided to call off its proposed agitation following the State Chief Secretary's assurance that the matter of increasing the superannuation age of doctors would be resolved in a fast and amicable manner. Addressing the media yesterday, Dr. Thorhusi Katiri, convener of NIDA Core Committee on Superannuation, and Dr. E. Fuansuthung, NIDA President, informed that the decision was taken during an emergency meeting between NIDA executives and Core Committee on Superannuation yesterday. In Nagaland, the Department of Water Resources launched the Kapoki MI project at Zunhiboto village on Saturday under the scheme PMKSY Har Khel Ko Pani 270 batch. The project is implemented under the Ministry of Jal Shakti with an estimated cost of 94,06,880 rupees. The program was chaired by Huska Yepso, Executive Engineer WRD, and DC Zunhebeto Peter Lichamo was the special guest. The completed project will now be handed over to the beneficiaries for their use and future maintenance. With this project and improved irrigation facilities, farmers can now undertake multiple cropping. We now take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
जल्दी करो यार, प्लीज जल्दी।
दूसरा कोई मैच है क्या?
ऐसा ही कुछ है यार, बैंक जाना है दादाजी को लेके।
हाँ यार, उम्र होने पर कभी कभी मदद तो लगती है।
पर बैंकिंग में नहीं। वैसे भी आरबीआई कहता है सीनियर सिटीजन सबसे पहले। अगर आप 70 साल से ऊपर हैं और आप बैंक नहीं जा सकते तो बैंक आएगा आपके पास जरूरी सेवाएं लेकर, वो भी वाजिब दरों पर।
सीनियर सबसे पहले। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
In a bid to intensify the fight against COVID-19 pandemic, COVID vaccine drive is underway in Mizoram along with the rest of the country. Over 70,523 people have received the first dose of Covishield and 22,188 have received their second dose in the state since its rollout on January 16. A total of 92,711 vaccine doses have been administered across the state till date. Officials have stated that there is not enough vaccine in the state and has requested the central government to send more vaccines to smoothly carry forward the inoculation process.
The fight against COVID-19 pandemic, COVID vaccine drive is underway in Mizoram along with the rest of the country. The number of vaccine needed all across the state for the month of April is estimated to be 2 lakh approximately. Even though initiative has been taken to inoculate as many as people as possible against COVID-19 disease, officials have stated that there is not enough vaccine in the state and that the remaining stock will be over within 2 to 3 days. Request has been made to the central government to send more vaccines in the state. Over 70,523 have received the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine and 22,188 their second dose of Covishield in Mizoram since its rollout on January 16, which makes a total of 92,711 doses administered all across the state. In the latest coverage report of COVID-19 vaccination, at least 15,162 beneficiaries who are above 45 years to 60 above with persons with comorbidities have received their first dose of the vaccine. The state's caseload of COVID-19 stands at 4,619, of which 143 are active cases, while 4,464 people have recovered from the disease and 12 patients have succumbed to the infection so far. Reporting from Aizawl, cameraman Ruben Laramthana and reporter Carolina Rausangi, DD News, Mizoram.
In a move to effectively control the spread of COVID-19 and facilitate all those who are eligible for COVID-19 vaccine, the Health and Family Welfare Department, in coordination with the Home Department, is temporarily setting up COVID vaccine centre at the Nagaland Civil Secretariat, Kohima, with effect from April 12, 2021. The COVID vaccine centre will function at the VIP waiting room in the central block of the Secretariat and will be open daily from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. India has administered over 10 crore 45 lakh COVID-19 vaccine in the country so far. In the last 24 hours, 29 lakh 33,000 beneficiaries have been inoculated with the vaccine doses. The Health Ministry has informed that the COVID-19 recovery rate in the country witnessed a slight decline and stood at 89.86% with a recovery of more than 75,000 patients in the last 24 hours. In total, over 1 crore 21 lakh people have recovered from this infectious disease. Presently, the number of active cases in the country stands at around 12 lakh 1,009. In the last 24 hours, 1 lakh 68,912 new cases were reported. The Health Ministry informed that 904 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours, taking the cumulative toll to 1 lakh 70,000 across the country. In the COVID scenario in the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has reported 36 active cases, even as discharge cases logged 16,790. The tally for the dead is 56. Assam is saddled with 1,902 active cases, while the cured cases logged 2,15,943. The dead accounted for 1,118. Reporting 107 active cases, Manipur has topped 29,013 cases, even as the dead tallied 376. With 189 active cases, Meghalaya has a caseload of 13,933 cured cases, even as the dead tallied 151. With a caseload of 143 active cases, Mizoram has logged 4,464 discharge cases, even as the death toll is 12. reporting 157 active cases. Nagaland has topped 12,155 released cases, even as the dead tallied 93. Saddled with 169 active cases, Sikkim has a caseload of 6,100 cured cases. The tally for the dead is 136. In Tripura, active cases have topped 243, even as the discharge case logged 33,106 and the dead accounted for 394. In cricket, Rajasthan Royals will clash against Punjab Kings in the Indian Premier League at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai today. The match will begin shortly at 7:30 p.m. Yesterday, Kolkata Knight Riders got off to a winning start in their Indian Premier League 2021 campaign as they defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad by 10 runs at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium. AGP President Otul Bora, in a press meet held at the party headquarters in Guwahati today, expressed his confidence about forming the next government in Assam under the leadership of the BJP. He also thanked people of Assam for their support towards his party during the assembly elections. Further expressing his hope to come up with better results this time than the previous election, Bora condemned the move of shifting the party candidates of AIUDF who contested the election to Rajasthan without taking the party name. He claimed that the BJP never indulges in activities such as horse trading. At the press conference, senior party leader Keshab Mohanto and others were also present. In Meghalaya, the Rising Star was declared champion in the final cricket match of Open to All T20 Cricket Tournament 2021, which was organised by the All Jaintia Cricket Association. It was held on Saturday at the Jrisalian ground. The final match was played by the Rising Star against the Umchangyar, in which the Rising Star won by a super over. The Lions Sport and Youth Affairs Jawai held an opening ceremony of its Silver Jubilee celebration in the presence of local MLA Wailadmiki Shila as chief guest. Addressing the gathering, Shila urged upon the youth to work hard and follow the guidance of senior members of the Darbar Shnong. He also added that as youth, there should be a target to achieve in life, which in turn will help in the shaping of one's life. For more updates, viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel, DD News Guwahati. To wind up, the main points once again. Centre bans export of Remdesivir owing to increase in COVID-19 cases. $5 crore employment to be generated in the MSME sector in the coming years, says Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Proposed agitation called off by NIDA. Chief Secretary assures issue will be resolved in fast track. Along with the rest of the country, COVID vaccine drive has begun in Mizoram. And in IPL, Rajasthan Royals take on Punjab Kings in Mumbai this evening. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing, regularly sanitize hands and frequently wash hands with soap. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Mask Up India. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.